All right, folks, Tommy Cowett here on the lawn and in the space truck, the outer space truck this morning. It's beautiful. Saturday morning, cold and brisk here in the middle of November, the 12th, and today's project's going to be a screen planting. We're going to be planting some trees, probably go 12 feet, some Arborvitae hedge, or screen planting. To screen out, what do you use screen planting for? Privacy, screen out an unsightly view. In landscaping, there's so many reasons to do it and so many goals to achieve in landscaping. And one of them is tranquility, peace, quiet, beauty, that type of thing. And I think that's what the main reason for a screen planting is, and you'll see in this case that's exactly what this is. It's a beautiful neighborhood. Some people like their privacy, and in this case we've got an issue with an unsightly wall and a TV set that sticks outside of a garage window pointing at the house, and you can see it's all in this area that should be more of a private space for the homeowner. Coming up on the property here, we don't give as good as we get because I see a screen planting done by the neighbor. But anyway, folks, what we're going to be doing is, and I'll show you in just a moment, we'll be planting this hedge. I'm going to talk a little bit about this election that recently occurred, and with all the rioting in the streets after Donald Trump's election, you can really see the divide in this country. I don't think there's anything more divisive in landscape design and landscape planting than a hedge. It can lead to some bitter feelings when someone does that. I mean, screening out your neighbor. Some of these neighborhoods were right on top of each other, And some peace and quiet is sure really a welcome thing to come home to in the evening. So we'll be doing this. And, I hope I don't run into anything. I mean, this is nothing to do with race. It's nothing to do with, any kind of bitter feelings between folks. It's nothing like that. What it is, as you can see, we're coming up on it or looking in the rear view mirror. I don't want to say much right here. But those cinder blocks, we're going to screen those out. And then there's a TV. We're looking in the mirror here. There's a TV and some geese and some other stuff. That's your personal stuff. That's your personal, your own, style. And some other people might not want to look at that every day, every morning, every night when they come out of the house and in the garage. All right, folks, well, let's get started with this. We'll show you the plants. We'll show you the procedure. We're going to have to move some turf. We'll be doing some tillings. You can see with the tillers back here. All right, folks, let's get started with the project. All right, folks, well, this is basically the layout here. I've got about 2 feet of planting room. And as you can see, there's a TV sticking out of that window over there, which, at night you don't want to see that. And these cinder block walls. So 4-foot spacing on these Emerald Green Aborvitae. They're going to be beautiful, magnificent. We've got a soil conditioner. We're getting ready to get the tiller out, and let's get rolling on this. All right, folks, just want to show you how we're progressing here. Look, all that stuff I said about, the election and the division in the country. Sure, with that being said, one thing I do know, I agree with, is that good fences, borders make great neighbors. It's true, you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. Live in peace, harmony. I don't want to deal with your problems, but just showing you what we have here so far. I like to use the rototiller to dig these holes. I'm just going off the sidewalk. Got a heavy clay soil here. Anytime you're dealing with a driveway situation like this, you're going to deal with some gravel, bricks, rocks. Of course, number one thing we did was call before we dig. Make sure the cable wasn't in there. Nothing like that, no power. I'm free to dig and till and do everything I want. But seeing that wall, this is going to certainly screen out, and that's also a little garden with some blueberry plants. Unfortunately, they're not going to be shaded out. Just about everything back there is going to change. So as far as borders go here, we are upsetting a balance over there. They were giving light before. Now it's going to be a wall of beautiful emerald green arborvitae on this side. And unfortunately for some of the plants over there, they'll have a lot more privacy over there if they wish. Hey, if you sell the house, something like this could be an eyesore to a potential buyer. So I do think the owners here have been here 20 years, and they've got plans to move to a retirement home. So get this ready, get this in, and get it ready for sale. All right, folks, just keep working. Osma Coat Plus. All right, folks, this is the stuff right here. I love using it. All right, guys, we're laid out. You can see behind me. And this is kind of the carport, and this is going to provide a complete shade out or screen out to all of that. Space in about 4 feet. Now let's talk about different types of screen plants. These are Emerald Green Aborvitae. They're beautiful. Ooh, I hear some screaming. That's something to screen out there if you could. Other things that work really well, this is more for full sun. You'd want to be in full sun, and these will be a good majority of the year. They're fine. These old privet hedges were what you'd go with. That's glossy privet or ligustrum lucidium. That would be a good choice in most places. These viburnums are always a good choice. Leland cypress, as you can see, these guys have been trying to screen these guys out. So that's not a good planting of Leland cypress. These things are way too close together, and they're in the shade. That's going to lead to problems down the road where they'll probably just be taken out by an ice storm. But it is good that it looks like they've been pruned to where it's not just one stem. These are some good things. I like the Hainoiki cypress is good for full sun. You get into Shindo viburnum is a good hedge for shade and sun. There's just a multitude of good screen plants for things like this. You could not rhododendron, but typical arborvitaes make one of the best screens that you can possibly imagine, and they are absolutely beautiful. So let's get planting. All right, folks. Hey, touchy job, about straight as you can get. In landscaping, you really do want to avoid straight lines. The Osmocote is a slow-release fertilizer. Probably feed for up to a year. I mean, you're at least going to get 3-4 months out of it in the growing season. But it's a balanced fertilizer. And I got a feel for it, but it's like about 2 tablespoons per plant, depending on the size of the plant. Of course, we worked in a lot of soil conditioner. And there was already some nursery special in the pots. That also went in the hole. Give these guys a little bit of Osmocote. Just feeling for about 2 tablespoons per plant. Kind of getting a feel for it, don't want to overdo it. Just all around. We got some great soil here. Start filling these in just a second. And I sit on that. Let's see what this looks like from back here. Over time, this is going to create a great screen. All right, let's keep going. All right, folks, end of the day. Another beautiful Saturday, and there's our Arborvitae hedge. And I can't say enough about neighborly love. Hey, nobody's mean here. This is going to be beautiful. It might change the look of their landscape over there because it's shade. It's now going to become shade. But hey, it's a screen. And that's what screens are all about. An Arborvitae makes a great screen. All right, Tommy signing out.